Hello guys and welcome back to Haymanager with me Alex, and today's episode 25 of the Birmingham City Save. And getting into it from last time, we are playing against the one and only Manchester City today. And what's happened since last time? So we played Chelsea where we drew 0-0. We got a pretty fortunate 0-0 out of that. I don't think we deserved to win that game, but Cavallina had the game of his life. This goalkeeper has been a revelation for us. We've had a lot of inconsistencies over the last few years. You know, we tried to bring in Pizzignacco, or Samuel as we call him. Then we brought in Peacock Ferrell, who wasn't fantastic. We obviously had John Ruddy at the very beginning. I don't even know what he's up to nowadays. Let's have a quick look. Ruddy. Let's see if we can find John Ruddy himself. He's an unemployed manager. Yeah, why not? So Cavallina, he's come in. He's pretty decent. I say pretty decent. He's very, very good. He's been playing pretty well for us this year. 11 goals conceded in 11 games, and that's in the Premier League as well. I don't think we've had. Have we had a clean sheet yet? Yeah, we've had one clean sheet. Obviously, it was against Chelsea with that one player of the match he had. But he's been pretty good for us since then. Yeah, it's been difficult. We played some top sides. We played Arsenal in the Carabao Cup third round. Martinelli and Gabriel Jesus dominated us in that game. We rotated the side out because we had to, but wow, what a game that was. Then, Everton away from home, Beto in the 91st minute. I don't think we deserve to lose this game. Cameron Archer and Topovic not having the greatest of games up front. Amari Hutchinson with a 6.3. I think we had a pretty good game. João Gomez had a 7. Our defence were pretty good. I just think we were unfortunate in the 91st minute to concede very, very late. Then West Ham, we drew with them. Cameron Archer in the 76th minute, equalising after a Lucas Paqueta 6-minute goal. We had a pretty good game up front in this game. João Gomez again a 7.6, the stand out of the show, playing really, really well. Then a loss to Nottingham Forest away from home. Morgan Gibbs-White in the 75th minute. Then against Burnley a 1-1. So we Paxson home in the 64th minute. Then Amdoumi. So again losing out late in the game. Brighton again another 94th minute equaliser, or like a late goal to really deny us from getting a result. So Everton in the 91st minute. Brighton 94th. Jack Hinshelwood. Amari Hutchinson. I think this game as well, it didn't really go in our favour, but we defended pretty well. The defence, I've got to admit, the defence is actually pretty good. The way we've built up this defence, I'm very happy with. And then again, against Arsenal, of all teams, away from home, Tomiyasu, 58th minute, we managed to get a draw. Kieran Tierney own goal in the 69th minute, 11 minutes after Tomiyasu's goal, put us on level pegging, and we managed to come away with a draw in that game. Nobody really played fantastically well, but Arsenal didn't play well either. They had 12 shots, 1.4 XG expected, and an own goal. Very fortunate for us that they scored an own goal, and 1-1, to which now we play Manchester City. So I think I asked for 9 points from these games, managed to get 4, which puts us in 11th. So we're sitting in 11th, we're on 13 points. We're only 3 points away from 7th, which is European football. But again, we are also only 6 points away from the relegation zone. So it's obviously harder to get towards the relegation zone than it is to get towards the top of the league. But a game against Manchester City, a game that I didn't think would come this soon in the save. I've got to admit it. I've really got to admit it. We're currently without a forward. So Matteo Joseph injured, Cameron Archer injured. They're both back, but they're both unfit, and I don't want to chance them. Silla injured, Nipan injured. We're struggling here with injuries and whatnot. We've told Fuller Show he can leave. He wants a contract. He wants to be paid about 50 or 60 grand a week. I don't think he's that good. Technically, I mean, mentally and physically, 16 work rate, 16 aggression is what I'm trying to build the team on. But technically, he's not brilliant. And I've brought in Elvis, and he just seems a lot better. So for 20 million, we're going to see if we can get rid of him. I think he's wanted by Cagliari, who's not willing to put in an offer just yet. But if I just show you here, he's worth about 16. I'll probably ask for about 16. I think that's probably the offer that I'll probably ask for in January. Now, we're having to play a bit more of a reserve side. So, Chris Smalling, he's been playing pretty well this year, but he is declining slowly but surely. If you compare him with Joe Worrell, he's a little bit better at heading and marking. Well, a lot better at marking, but a little bit better at heading, a little bit better at tackling. But everything else, Joe Worrell has in, abundance. So, we're going to stick with him in there, Joe Worrell, with Araujo, Churkin and Ethan Laird. So Araujo, he's been progressing pretty well. I've got to admit, I think he looks like a solid centre-back. He looks really good with his passing range and his tackling. I think he looks really good. Ethan Laird, we're going to stick him on wing-back defend for this game. Same for Chirkin, wing back defend, just try and sit a bit deeper. We've got Elvis in there playing the ball in midfielder role. João Gomez into the box-to-box midfielder role because Jordan James is playing this Metsala role because Park Sung-ho's not been having a fantastic few games. He had a good game last time round at 7.8, but Roberto Lopez not having a great one. Nipan, I've let him play for the under-21s, but he's a bit injured. I'd love to start trying to get him a bit featured a little bit more. His determination's not grown, but he's getting better physically. He's getting better technically. So we want to try and get him involved a little bit more to try and get his try and advance him. And Silla, he's just not up for it for this game after coming back from his injury. Otherwise, he would be playing that Metsala role. Definitely. Hutchinson playing an attacking midfielder with attack, Donny van der Beek in the attacking midfielder support, and Topovic going to play the shadow striker. So everyone drops a lot deeper. You can see we're not going to get forward as much, but if we play it through the middle, which is what I'm going to try and do, play it through the middle, play a little bit wider, we're going to have a lot of players in the midfield. If we play it short, we should be able to retain possession, but without a natural striker, I don't want to play anybody up front. I don't want to play anyone in that position. The pundits might not be with us today, but I still have faith in everyone, so I'll tell everybody that. We've got no attackers. So I don't know why I tried to click attackers there, but our form, 5 games, 1 loss, 4 draws. The draws, now I've got to admit that we should have probably had a win in that. We look at Manchester City, 5 games, 3 wins, 2 draws, no Haaland in there, Grealish, Alvarez, Bob, De Bruyne in there, Rodri. Oh, it's still a fantastic Manchester City side. There's the 2 teams involved today, City and us. We're sitting mid-table, which is a good start. 13 points. We were on 9 last time. We're on 13 this time. Again, we're probably a third of the way to where we need to be. We were a quarter of the way last time, a third of the way this time. Hopefully next time we're halfway through to being on those special 40 points that you want to be on. Let's encourage the lads. Let's try and get a bit further forward. Let's try and, I think what I'm going to actually say to them is shoot on sight. I think that's going to have to be the way that we play this, and we're going to have to play it a lot shorter. I don't want to see any overlaps. I want to make sure they stay back. But Manchester City are a special side. They've got Stones, who sits into the libero role, so it's like a 2 in midfield as Ethan Laird gets injured, which isn't fantastic. Oh, that's not fantastic whatsoever. Oh no. We're going to have to put Chirkin on that side and maybe bring on Jurasek on the other. Oh no. Jesse Marsh still have an injured player on the pitch. Eh? I want Chirkin on there. But Ethan Laird getting injured is not great for our chances this year because the right back role is something that I need to improve. Cavallini is having a fantastic game yet again. Going balanced. I think I want to stick like this. To even keep possession, I might push someone further forward. I might have to because City aren't taking their chances. Let's just say that you're doing well. Keep it up at half time. Let's shove Topovic up top. I know he's not brilliant in that role, but let's shove him up as let's have him as the deep light forward attack. Who can actually play in this role? That's my question. We've got Matteo Joseph, Cameron Archer. I don't want to bring any of them on. Let's stick him up top. Let's just do it for now. I think it'll provide a bit more of a focal point for us to ping the ball into, as we've had a bit of XG there. We've had 2 shots already after bringing someone on in that position. So that's promising. That really is promising. So maybe if we just need a bit more of a focal point up front, that shadow striker role wasn't really doing it for us. But for now, 64 minutes in, let's see if we need to make some changes. I think we might have to because our team's looking a bit worse for wear, to be honest. Jordan James. We're going to bring on Silla, are we? No, we'll bring on Nipan. A bit more young blood out there. Chirkin, let's bring him off. Let's play Jurasek in his natural position. Let's put Chris Smalling in there, but actually let's play Joe Worrell out on that other side. Van der Beek not having a great game. Mari Hutchinson neither. Let's bring on Roberto Lopez to replace Hutchinson, and I might drop someone else into the midfield to play like a 4-4-1-1 in a way. Get a bit wider. That might be the answer for us here. But for now, 76 minutes in against Manchester City at home, we're making ourselves a bit of a fortress. We're proving very difficult to score against, which is what. Oh, as I've just said that, the ball's whipped in. It's cleared away. Roberto Lopez needs to close down his man here. Ake plays it back into Akanji. We're sitting very deep. Kuto on the ball now. This is where Stones can go into that Liberia role, push forward. Kovacic, it's Doku now. We know we've got pace. We know we've got a good whip in. Kovacic has a shot on goal, but Cavallini with another great save. Another brilliant save by him there. Fantastic bit of effort there. It's played out wide to Alvarez. Alvarez has a shot. Cavallini saves yet again, but it's offside as Stones was in an offside position. Let's change up the tactics. Let's take Van der Beek off. Let's bring on Silla. He can play in that position. We'll bring Nipan on into that attacking midfielder role because he plays a little bit better in that attacking midfielder role. But for now, I think we've had a decent show out. I think we've had a pretty good show. We've you know, even if we conceded late, I won't be too angry. As Topovic brings it down perfectly there. He's just running out of steam. He pulls it back to Roberto Lopez. Can he play through Nipan? He can't. We're taking our time here, which is what I like. Jurasek into Silla. We're confident. Playing it around the edge of the box. João Gomez has a shot from range. And it's just over the bar. The Wolves, ex-Wolves player, I thought he might have pinched it late on there. But Topovic's just running out of steam. We've had a very, very good game there. And that has to be one of the quickest episodes I've ever done. That actually has to be one of the quickest episodes I've ever done. So we rise up into 19th. Newcastle beat Burnley, Chelsea beating Aston Villa. But we rise up into the top half of the table there, which is very, very good for us. Which is really good. Considering we've got a very difficult run-up in December. Ethan laid out for 2 weeks. 9 matches in a row without a win, which, I mean, if our club aren't happy with us, let's just have a look at the club vision. At the moment, the supporters are overall happy and, they're delighted with the job I'm doing. They're disappointed with attacking football, which we can't really play just yet. I need to have one more year of solidifying, making sure we're happy with the team, and then I want to go into this. I want to have a little go with this, because I think João Gomez playing that ball-winning midfielder role with James next to him, and then maybe if we can invest in some wingers, because at the moment we've got, the likes of Silla, Roberto Lopez, who probably want to move on. Nipan can go onto the left-hand side, start playing as an inside forward. Jurasek can do the overlaps with him. Cameron Archer then has someone who can bounce off in the middle of the park. I think that's what I'd like to start looking forward to in the next season. But Everton beating Man United, Varane in goal, Calvert-Lewin and Højbjerg. They've signed Højbjerg, Everton, very good signing. Leicester beating Bournemouth, Ndidi and Daka doing the business for them. But we're in 10th after Saturday's fixtures, and that, we'll leave it there. We'll leave it there for now. So since the end of August, we've either drawn or lost. We've either had we've had some very difficult games, let's just bear in mind. We've had Chelsea, a draw. We've had West Ham, a draw. Brighton, a draw. Arsenal, a draw. City, a draw. If we can do well in the next, say, month, we then come back to play our very, very kind game, shall we say. We've got Bournemouth, Leicester, Ipswich, Southampton again, and we just go again. I think we should be okay. We should be okay. You look to probably get, 3, 6, potentially 9 points out of these games here. So by that stage, by next episode, which will be the start of December, we'll probably bring you the Liverpool or the Fulham game. We'll see how things go. It's every 6 games I'm looking at, so 3, 6, and then Fulham. I'll probably bring you Fulham, isn't it? Maybe the Liverpool game. We'll see how things are going. But we'll have a look how things are going, as we say. And I think by the time we get to the end of next episode, if we're around about 31 points, but it's going to be a big ask, then I can see ourselves doing very well for the rest of the season, because getting 9 points there, and then we've got all these games here just to try and get results here and there, I'd be very, very, very happy. I'd be very, very, very happy. But yes, thank you guys for watching. Now, 229 sub-managers is unbelievable. I'm so happy with the way this has been going. A huge thank you for all the support of late. I know the save is at its plateau. I think we're understanding. We're trying to just get past the relegation stage. I'll see what the engagement is like with this. Obviously, just don't go off viewing figures. I go off the engagement and seeing how well the actual videos are doing. Other than that, I think I'll try and push on with different content. I'd like to try and start doing analysis. Elise to Bayern Munich's a big talking point at the moment. Is Elise the big deal? Is he as good as people make him out to be? That's the things I want to be looking into. The stats, the key figures, the story, making a bit of a video out of it, a bit of a storyline. Like when he came from QPR, he went to Reading. I think he was that was Eze. It was Reading that Elise was at. He went to Reading. He went to Crystal Palace when they were in a very, very difficult period of time. He then came through into the Premier League. They played him a lot more. They signed him on for a big fee, nonetheless. And then he proved himself time and time again until last season. People took him very, very seriously. And now he's looking at Champions League football. So is he, going to fit perfectly into that role? He can't get into the French side is one of the big things. Is that he's going to push on the big move. And Bayern Munich, going for these types of players, Elise, going Company, they're looking at bringing in Paulinho. They're bringing in players that aren't world class, but they're class in their side, if you know what I mean. So yeah, interesting to look at. So thank you guys for watching. If you did enjoy this episode, please leave a like, subscribe if you are new. I need to look at how this series is going to end? Do I just try and see it out to try and avoid relegation this year? That's the main one. If it goes very well, do I push on for Europe for one more season? Because then, if I commit to another season, it'll have to probably be 2, because I'll be pushing on for Europe, trying to get into Europe, and then obviously trying to see how far we can go to those European competitions. We'll see how things progress. But thank you guys for watching. If you did enjoy this video, please leave a like, subscribe if you're new. I'll catch you in the next one. From me, Alex, have a great day. Ciao.